Hello friends, myself Dr. V.N. Deshmukh, Associate Professor at Sudhakar Rao Naik Institute of Pharmacy, Pusat. Friends, today we will study industrial production, estimation and utilization of vincristine and vinblastine. Vincristine and vinblastines are the indole alkali which are present in the vinca plants, that is the Catranthus roseus belonging to family Apocynaceae. There are two varieties of this vinca, that is depending upon the presence of the flowers, that is the variety having a flowers of the violet color and the another variety that is having a flowers of the white color. Both these varieties they have a medicinal property. Vinca, that is the both vincristine and vinblastine, they are present in whole plant, that is in the leaf, stem, bark, roots. In whole plant the alkalides vincristine and vinblastines they are present. This vinca contains a wide varieties of the chemical, including the glycosides and the alkalides. The indolin alkalides are very important constituents. About 60 alkalides have been isolated so far from different parts of vinca. The important alkalides with the anti-cancer properties are vincristine and vinblastine. The amount of the vincristine it is present in very less amount, that is 0.002% of the vincristine it is present in the crude drug. It also contains the other alkalides such as the azmalicin, serpentine and the tetrahydroalstonine are the other alkalides which are present in case of the vinca. So of these the vincristine and vinblastine, these are the most important alkalides because of their anti-cancer use. So friends, let us study the industrial production, estimation and utilization of vincristine and vinblastine. So the vinca plant traditionally used to treat different kinds of the ailments. The research for new phytomolecules for diabetes began in 1950 and result into the isolation of over 70 alkalides. Some were found to lower the blood sugar levels and others to act as an hemostatic. But most interesting were vinblastine and vincristine, which shows a potent cytotoxic property, due to which they are more popular. Vinblastine isolated in 1958 and vincristine in 1960. These were found to lower the number of the white cells in the blood. A higher number of white cells in the blood indicates the leukemia, that is the blood cancer. Thus, a new anti-cancer drug has been discovered and which is used widely for the treatment of the cancer as an anti-cancer drug. Vincristine and vinblastine are the indole alkaloid obtained from the perennial plants of the Vinca rosea, that is Catranthus roseus, belonging to family Apocynaceae. It is native from the Madagascar, now grown worldwide as an ornamental plant because of its the flowering throughout the year. In Hindi or Marathi it is called as the Sadafuli. So it is grown as an ornamental plant in the garden also, and it is also cultivated for its alkaloid for the vincristine and vinblastine. This is the chemical structure of the vincristine and vinblastine. Both vincristine and vinblastine has the same structure with a difference in vinblastine with the N-methyl group. There is a N-methyl group in case of the vinblastine, whereas in case of the vincristine it is a N-formyl group. It is a N-formyl group and both possesses the different activity. So this is the structure for the vincristine and vinblastine. Industrial production, a total of 1000 kilogram of the leaves and the stems material are required to produce 1 gram and 0.20 milligram of the vincristine and vinblastine respectively. That is, the yield is very less. It is 0.0002% of the yield of the vincristine. So due to which the high cost of the isolating of the drug has led researchers to use a plant tissue culture technique. So due to the less amount of the vincristine and vinblastine present in case of the vinca plant, the researchers use plant tissue culture technique to increase the alkaloids content in Catranthus roseus in vitro. So let us study the plant tissue culture technique. In this, it can be synthesized by two plant tissue culture technique. First method, that is the explant. It is young leaves and the flowering shoots of Catranthus roseus are used as a source of the callus culture. The explant, it is used or it is taken from the young leaves of the Catranthus roseus. The first subculture performed after 4 weeks, that is the callus, it is allowed to grow. After sufficient growth, after 4 weeks, the subculture is performed after initiation, and subsequently every 3 weeks on the same medium the subculture is performed of the plant, so that there will be a regular supply of the nutrients will be there to the callus. Culture media which is to be used, that is a zinc medium, it is to be used as an culture media. How to prepare the culture media? For the preparation, 50% of the sucrose is taken, 2.5% of the gelrite for the callus culture is taken. The gelrite, it is a solidifying substance which is used in case of the zenith media. Then the growth regulators, they are added in 1 microliter NaA, that is the naphthalene acetic acid, and 10 microliter of the kinetin. It is used as an growth regulator in the zinc media. Then sterilize using an autoclave at 121 degree Celsius and the pressure of 50 psi for 20 minutes. The sterilization of the culture media was performed. Then all the equipments which are used during the process of the tissue culture, they should be sterile one. They should be sterilized using 70% of the alcohol, and all the operations are to be carried out under the laminar air flow under strictly aseptic condition. All the operations, they are performed. Induction of the callus, explant tissue culture with the zinc media and incubated explant tissue culture with zinc media, they are incubated. The first subculture is performed after 4 weeks. After the sufficient growth of the callus for the 4 weeks, the subculture performed after the 4 weeks after initiation, and subsequently every 3 weeks on the same medium. So firstly the subculture was performed after the 4 weeks, and then the subculture was performed subsequently every 3 weeks on the same media. During tissue culture, a biotic elicitor, that is the osmotic agent such as the polyethylene glycol, that is the PEG, used with a culture media which produces a drought stress in a callus during their growth. To reduce the stress on the callus, the abiotic elicitor, that is the polyethylene glycol, it is used in case of the media, so that the stress can be reduced during the growth, and the growth of the callus will be more as compared to without elicitor. This leads to increased production of vincristine and vinblastine, due to which the production of the vincristine and vinblastine will get improved. Then after the sufficient growth of the callus, the extraction is to be performed. Callus collect on 8th and 11th day. The callus collected on the 8th day and 11th day. The collected callus dried by means of the freeze dryer. until a complete drying. So the callus collected, then it is dried, freeze dried to obtain a dried mass. The dried material powdered and extracted with the methanol. The dried material is powdered so that the vincristine and vinblastine which is present in the callus, it will get transferred into the methanol. This methanol, it is filtered, separated, and it is evaporated to dryness to obtain the residue, and further it is used for the isolation of the vincristine and vinblastine. So in this way one can use the tissue culture media, that is the callus tissue culture technique, for the production of the vincristine and vinblastine. The another method of the tissue culture which is used for the production of the vincristine and vinblastine. So in this case the explant which is used, that is the explant, it is allowed to develop in the greenhouse for 6 weeks. So the greenhouse developed 6-week old plant, it is used as a source of the explant. The young leaves and the stems can be used, the young leaves can be used, or the stem cuts can be used, sterilized by using a 5% of the hypochlorite for 45 minutes. Sometimes the microbes may be present on these explant, so they are to be sterilized with 5% of the hypochlorite for 45 minutes, followed by washing with sterile water. Then it is washed with the sterile water, it will be free from the microorganism. Then the culture media is to be prepared. In this case the MS media, it is used as an culture media. Along in the culture media, a supplement of the naphthalene acetic acid 0.01 milligram per liter and the kinetin 0.1 milligram per liter is supplied additionally. They are supplied additionally in case of along with the MS media. Induction of the callus explant incubated with prescribed MS culture media. Initially for first 2 weeks incubated at dark. In the first 2 weeks it is incubated at the dark, and later at a cycle of 4-hour dark cycle, and for 4 weeks at 35 degrees Celsius. So initially 2 weeks dark condition, then a cycle of 4-hour dark and light cycles, they are provided for 4 weeks at 35 degrees Celsius. After 4 weeks the subculture is performed, the callus with MS media supplemented with growth hormone. Then after the completion of the 4 week, there will be a sufficient growth of the callus, and the subculture was performed by using a MS media supplemented with growth hormone. After specified 6-week time, the callus get accumulated with the alkaloid. After the 6 week of the time, there will be a sufficient growth of the callus will take place, and the callus will get accumulated with the alkaloid, that is the vincristine and vinblastine, and then again the callus is taken out. Then it is allowed to dry, or it is dried by means of the freeze dry technique. The dried material extracted with the methanol, and the methanol extract is collected, and further purification it is done by means of the different purification technique. So the extraction of the alkaloid fraction was carried out as per as the mention in method 1. The further purification and the extraction of the vincristine and vinblastine, it is done from the callus culture. Estimation it is done by means of the HPLC technique. Experimental condition, that is the column which is used, that is the reverse phase C18 column, having a dimensions of 100 by 4.6 mm internal diameter. Mobile phase which is to be used, that is the acetonitrile 0.1 molar phosphate buffer containing 0.5% of the glacial acetic acid in a ratio of 21:79. Maintain a pH of 3.5. Flow rate through the column should be 1.2 ml per minute, and the detector wavelength is to be used, that is 254 nanometer. The preparation of the test and the standard. The test and the standards, they are prepared by using the methanol as an solvent. 0.25 milligram per ml of each vincristine and vinblastine were prepared in methanol, and the working concentration of each standard should be 0.25 to 25 microgram. Similarly, the predetermined concentration of the test sample prepared in the solvent methanol. Then inject the gradual increasing concentration of the standard and predetermined concentration of the test solution one by one into the HPLC column. Calculate the calibration curve of area under curve versus concentration of the standard vincristine and vinblastine. So you have to plot the calibration curve of area under curve versus concentration, and through this curve you can determine how much amount of the vincristine and vinblastine it is present in the test. Calculate the content of vincristine and vinblastine in the test sample using the regression equation. You can calculate and you can find out how much amount of the vincristine and vinblastine it is present in the test. Utilization: the drug, that is both vincristine and vinblastine, they are popular anti-cancer drugs and they are used for the treatment of the various types of the cancer. Vincristine and vinblastine intravenously used for the various types of chemotherapy regimens. Vincristine is useful in treatment of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and nephroblastoma. So it is used for the treatment of the different types of the cancer. Then vincristine, it is also used to induce the remission in the acute lymphoblastic leukemia with dexamethasone and L-asparginase, and in combination with prednisone to treat a childhood leukemia. So it is used in the combination with dexamethasone, L-asparginase, and also in the combination of the prednisone for the treatment of a childhood leukemia. Vincristine is occasionally used as an immunosuppressant. It is used as an immunosuppressant. It will suppress the immunity. For example, in treatment of thrombotic thrombocytopenic purpura, that is TTP, or the chronic idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, that is ITP, it is used as an immunosuppressant. Vincristine, it is used as an immunosuppressant. Then vincristine, it is used in the treatment of Hodgkin's lymphoma and the histiocytosis. So it is also used for the treatment of the Hodgkin's lymphoma and histiocytosis. Vinblastine is also an antineoplastic agent which may act by arresting the mitosis at the metaphase or by interfering with amino acid metabolism. It suppresses the immune response and is mainly used in treatment of the Hodgkin's disease and other lymphomas and core carcinoma. Vinca also exhibit the hypotensive and anti-diabetic action. It is also used for the treatment of generalized Hodgkin's disease and for the treatment of leukemia. So this is all about the vincristine and vinblastine, which is obtained from the Vinca rosea, that is the Catharanthus roseus, belonging to family Apocynaceae. Thank you very much.